Hi everyone, it's Laurus22 here, and welcome to my Chivalry Medieval Warfare Archer Guide. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a quick overview of the 3 different weapon types, and my preferred weapon and playstyle on each one. And then finally, I'm going to give you some general tips on how to use the Archer class. So, let's begin. Okay, so starting with the crossbow category, the heavy crossbow is my favourite. That's because it's highly effective and deadly. I mean, it's a one-shot kill on man-at-arms and archers, unless you hit their feet, and you can even headshot a vanguard if you're lucky. It definitely packs the biggest punch out of all the weapons in Chivalry Medieval Warfare, ranged weapons, but you need to be quite accurate with it because of its slow rate of fire and long reload times. Okay, so the crossbow can primarily be used in one of 2 ways. The first role is that of a sort of sniper, which you can pick off enemy archers, which is really easy because they usually stand still, or men-at-arms. Secondly, you could be more aggressive and get in the face of the enemy, and the advantage of that is that you can finish off people on low health if you look for the blood, or you can stagger opponents for allies to make it easy to hit for them. For both methods you should use Alt to zoom in, which makes aiming and hitting a target easier. Okay, so a tip that I find really useful when crossbowing is to constantly aim down sight and hold but not release left mouse button. So that means when you want to fire a shot, all you have to do is release, rather than having to press and release left mouse button. So that enables you to get super fast reaction kills, and it really helps improve your gameplay. Also, you should insta-reload after every shot, and try and find cover if you know that there's enemy archers about. Okay, so moving on to the bow category, my preferred weapon is the short bow, and I think of it as an SMG, in that you just spam arrows at the enemy. So you need to be less accurate with it compared to the crossbowman, because you're literally just firing a ton of arrows at the enemy. And like an SMG, and unlike the crossbow, which is more like a sniper, it isn't suited to long range, but it can sort of do it if it needs to. But that's mainly because of its very low damage. It works best with an aggressive playstyle, and what you should be aiming to do is picking off people on low health again, and stagger people for your allies. And like the Archer guy says to Arya Stark in Game of Thrones, don't hold, don't aim, just keep clicking and just keep firing at it. It's actually quite interesting as well that the short bow is the one weapon where you have a good chance of killing an enemy as they run at you, and that's just because it reloads so fast. But I wouldn't hold the bow down for too long because it undraws the arrow automatically if you weren't aware. And I always use bodkins to get the extra damage against knights and vanguards. Okay, so in the javelin category, my favourite weapon is the heavy javelin. And it's similar to the heavy crossbow in that it's a one-shot kill to archers and man-at-arm classes, and even to vanguards if you manage to headshot them. So you can kind of think of it as a shotgun of the chivalry range weapons. There's loads of javelin drop when you throw the javelin, so aggressive playstyles are favoured, and it really has no long range potential because you just can't. You can sprint charge with the javelin drawn, which helps with the aggressive playstyles, as it means that you have quicker reaction speeds. And the shield helps you, well, it gives you something to hide behind when you're being shot at by archers, and it can also make you more durable in combat against heavier classes like knights. You can use a javelin stab, which is scrolling up on the mouse wheel, to become a weird sort of man-at-arms spearman class, which is a really effective way of using the javelin. Unfortunately, you have to be pretty accurate with this class because you only get 4 ammo. Okay, so some general tips include you should always pull out your secondary weapon, which my favourite secondary weapon being the short sword, when necessary, because switching takes up way too much time, so you always need to be there ready with your secondary if someone's charging you. I mean, most people try and go for archers as easy targets, but archers can actually do quite a lot of damage, especially if you just left mouse button spam. I mean, you can even kill a knight quite easily with that, because usually they don't get time to hit back. If there's more than one enemy, you can usually just run away, and, well, who cares, you'll live to fight another day, and whatnot. But beware the chase mechanic, because if they're too close to you when you start running away, they will catch up with you. I tend to use third person when I'm running away, because it gives me a wider field of view, and it also helps me see if someone is catching up with me. Finally, and probably the most important thing with archers, is you need to learn to lead targets, especially at longer ranges. And you've probably seen me doing it through the entire video, and that's how I get most of my kills. And that sort of just comes with practice. Also, try not to get outflanked like I do in this clip, because it's just embarrassing. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe and like. And check out the other Chivalry videos on my channel, including a man-at-arms guide, and lots of funny clip videos, which are basically like highlight montages from various Chivalry games I play. Thank you!